Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about toggle versus hold. And when I say toggle versus hold, I'm talking about these settings right here, which have two options, hold and toggle. And I'm going to go through each one and I'll say which one I think is better. So some of these are pretty obvious, like lean, but I'll just go through them anyways. So aim, I use hold. I think there might be some people who use it as toggle, but I think it might be a personal preference thing. So you guys can test out which one you think is better and decide. Um, I think that hold might be slightly better just because actually, no, I'm just saying that because I use hold. So forget that. Now we have lean. Use lean as toggle. There isn't a single person in this world who uses hold. That's false. There probably is. But do not do it because you can't have good movement when you have lean on hold. It's really difficult for you to be able to walk, say, in a diagonal direction and make more complicated movements while having to hold lean. Like, it just takes up an extra finger. So use it on toggle. Now we have sprint. And sprint, I have a few things to say. I use sprint on hold. And that is because toggle is too finicky for me. If you press shift and then you press W, it doesn't sprint. But if you have hold on and you press shift and then you press W, it does sprint. And I think it's better because if you're holding shift, then you sprint. That's that. You want to sprint, then you hold shift. If you don't want to sprint, you don't hold shift. But if you have toggle on, then things become more complicated. And remember when I said that pressing shift before W made it so you don't sprint? Even if you press W before pressing shift, it doesn't always make you sprint. For example, if you walk off something or you vault over something and you press shift midair, even though you're holding W, it won't make you sprint. So you can see it doesn't accept a sprint input while you're in the air. So that means that you have to press shift sometime after you landed. And since you're landing, I think there's like some kind of period where it doesn't accept it even after you touch the ground. But you have to time that so that you press shift right when you land. If you put it on hold though, then you don't have to worry about timing the shift. You can just hold shift, walk off, and you sprint as soon as you land, immediately. The frame that it allows you to. So use sprint on hold. And now we move on to crouch. So I use crouch on hold, mostly because I'm a bad person, and I crouch spam sometimes. And I mean, I hate crouch spamming too, so I don't actually do it that often, but I feel like it's easier to do quick leans where you crouch while leaning also. So yeah, that's why I use crouch on hold. And by the way, people who might be trying out hold, you can't just spam it really fast to be able to properly crouch spam. You can do it in kill cams on the final kill cam when you want to teabag someone, but it doesn't actually mess with your hitbox that well. So make sure you do it a little bit deeper and time it properly. So yeah. And now we have prone. I'm pretty sure everyone knows to put prone on toggle. My prone button is C, and that's hard for me to press because sometimes I press space. I mean, like, oops, I meant to unprone, but I vaulted. But yeah, uh, you guys can do it on hold if you think it's funny. I don't know. I mean, it just seems logical to use prone on toggle. And finally, walk. I use walk on toggle, but it might actually be better to use it on hold, and that's for one reason. If you are standing right here, holding an angle, and you press the walk button, then you have walk toggled on. And the only way to turn it off is to sprint, I guess vault, dive. I actually don't know all the ways, but basically, you can't know if you're in walk mode because it doesn't tell you in the bottom of the screen. It tells you if you're crouching, but it doesn't tell you if you're walking. That symbol down there was me just standing up. So I'm turning on and off walking and it doesn't tell me. So sometimes I play a lot of 2-speeds and roamers. So sometimes when I'm roaming around, I've been walking for a really long time, and then I hear someone and I think that they're gonna move over towards me, and I'd rather just shoot them while they're running. So I stop here. But then they're like, actually, I don't want to die, so they don't run this way. And then I'm sitting here, and I'm not sure if I have walk on toggle. So the thing is, I don't walk, I don't, not that I don't have walk on toggle. I'm not sure if I have walk on. So the thing is, I want it off when I'm here, so that the second I see them, I can back out at normal speed instead of at a walking speed. Because then it'll make it take longer for me to escape fire and get to cover. So if you have it on toggle, you can't tell if you've had walk on, and sometimes you might forget. And then you end up dying because you walk out instead of run out, I guess. Is this running? Well, this is sprinting, so jogging. I don't know. But yeah, that's why I use it on toggle. And actually, that's all of them. So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Use sprint on hold. Do it.